jerkbait tied on this is my SLX DC reel, and this is my Lew's LFS rod. Last video I actually built this up. And so we're going to be testing it out. I've already tested it out quite a bit, but we're just going to be using it, and I'm going to be throwing around this little jerkbait. This pond doesn't have very many big fish in it, but it has quite a few little bass in it, and I caught a bunch of little ones yesterday on a jerkbait, so we're going to be trying it again today. So I'm going to try and set y'all up somewhere. Bro, where did I set this camera up, dog? Maybe this will work. Alright, so this is what I'm using. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's a Rapala Shadow Wrap 11. It actually slow sinks just a little bit. I've got a few flukes in my pocket that I might use, but that's the combo. Hey y'all, can y'all like the stream? I'm gonna try and get to 50 likes on this stream. And I'd appreciate it if y'all would subscribe. Also, trying to reach 5K this year, which I think can definitely happen. We're just gonna, guess we'll fish here for just a little bit. This spot, it's not too deep, so I don't know how many fish are gonna be here. I'm gonna try and clamp this here. Maybe just like that. So we go to some deeper water. No, I've not gotten one yet. And what I'm using is this jerk bait. Doing pretty good. I think I'm gonna move on down to some deeper water where I think there might be some fish. I have caught lots of fish in this area right here, but it's got a bunch of oh, there's some movement in the water right there. It's got a lot of this moss stuff that gets stuck. I only brought jerk baits today because I live just across the street, and so that's what I'm using right now. It's pretty cold, very cold water. And I was using a fluke yesterday and I caught 7 or 8, which is really good for this pond. I usually don't catch very many fish out of it, but there has been a few big ones that I have caught out of here. All right. Yesterday I had a few bites. Alright. Hadn't haven't caught anything yet. And the reason I'm not casting near or into structures because this is a $10 jerkbait. I don't really want to lose it. But I might throw on a fluke and do that. That's a pretty good idea. Go ahead and hit the light. Yo, we got 15 people in the stream. Why don't you all like? No way. We got 15 likes. That is the nasty green crap that is always in this pond. Alright, I'm fixing to change it, and I'm gonna go with a fluke, because I was getting bites on it yesterday. So why not try it again today? The way I'm rigging this fluke is with a treble hook, actually. So you actually put the treble hook in the belly of the fluke. It's pretty neat. But it does take a little while to rig. It's one of the cons, but you do get that better hookup ratio overall. About halfway done. Rigging the fluke this way just sucks because it takes so long. Dude, why won't it not just come out? Yo, if y'all would like up the stream, that would help out a lot. Because I'm trying to reach. Also, subscribe because I'm trying to reach 5K this year. Appreciate it. I'm going to be fishing with big glide baits most of the year. So you can expect some big fish catches. Like, hoping to get my PB this spring, which it would have to be over 7 pounds, which is pretty big for around here at least. Now let's just pray that this bait does not get stuck inside my pants. That would suck. Alright, let's go. This is the fluke right there. I watched a video on it. You put a coffee tube straw through the that part right there, and then you just tie your treble hook on there. And it actually catches fish like insanely good. And so I guess I'll just turn around the camera. Just try it out right there. Yeah. Bro, why does it keep on slipping out? The black piece is like slipping out. Definitely not supposed to do that. Alright, I'm gonna turn the camera out. We're gonna fish right here. Just a little bit. Alright. We about to go. Where am I fishing? I'm fishing across the street from where I live, which is somewhere in northwest Tennessee. Oh my, bro, there's so much bait right here. There's gotta be bass close by. Let me find a spot to put the camera. Alright. Let's get one on this fluke. So I'm sure there is fish there, but I suck at fishing, so I couldn't catch them. Yo, y'all like up the stream. Trying to get to like 10 likes. This is my combo for all y'all watching, wondering. I don't know why the heck it has all this green stuff on it. It's so ugly. But Lou's LFS, 7-foot, medium heavy fast rod, and Shimano SLX DC reel. This is my favorite combo. And if you're watching and you're debating on getting a DC reel, the sound alone makes it worth it. Just to put it like that. The sound of this reel never gets old. And every single time I use it, it's just so much fun. Oh. Nope, it's fixing to fall off. I don't have a tripod, so. Alright, this spot I actually caught let me show you. I actually caught my PB a few years back whenever I sucked. And I caught my PB right here. It was 4.14. My current PB now is like 4, or no, it ain't even 4, it's 6.8. Pretty big step up. But caught that fish in November. It was frigid cold. I had a jacket on and he was up shallow for some reason. Pretty weird coincidence, but we caught him. I think I'm gonna throw the fluke around over here a little bit, and then I'm gonna go back to the hard bait and fish this deeper water. And yes, I do use a fishing app to track my catches. Not specifically my gear, but I use Fish Brain to track all my biggest catches and stuff like that. There's actually so much bait in this pond, but unfortunately there's not enough to feed probably the 200 or 300 little baby bass in here. Yeah, I've heard of fish angler. Ooh. Right there was a fish that just jumped. Definitely did not expect that. Thank you for subscribing. Hoping to hit 5K this year. And so I'm going to start making a lot more long form content. Hoping that I'll get a lot more views on it. And we'll be able to do YouTube like maybe full time one day. That'd be sick. Right here, I got a topwater bite on a fluke earlier, and so I'm gonna try the fluke out again right here. So I'm actually using like a clamp mount for my phone. Definitely not the best thing to be using. No way. You been in subs since I had 150 subs? Or are you talking about 150 as in like the timestamp? Because 150 subs, I was making bike content. And like, literally, I thought no one watched my videos that were subscribed back then. Thank you. This pond actually literally sucks. Like, it actually sucks. It's dumb. It just has small fish. I've caught a few big ones up here, but like, I don't catch very many big ones out here. I'm not saying the ones that do catch are big, but do you find fish brain? Honestly, I don't use fish brain to find new spots because all the spots on fish brain are basically like literally so pressured because people can see where they are. But what I do use fish brain is just for logging my catches. Like, that's literally all that I use it for. Just logging my catches on there helps me keep track of like my biggest fish And also I can use it for patterns like my PB that I caught it last April, and I had photos of that fish on FishBrain, and I looked, and I actually found out that fish was spawning because it had dirt on the bottom of its belly, and it was in pre-spawn. And so this year, hopefully we're gonna catch it again, because say bass actually go back to the same spot to spawn every year. Well, maybe not every year, but most of the time they do. And so hopefully we will catch Big Bertha again. That's the goal. I'm gonna try and get like one cast up in here. Literally all that I'm gonna be able to do. Oh crap. I just felt a hook. Yeah, it definitely went through. Your PB's 495. Man, that honestly, that's a pretty big fish. But if I were you, I'd be crying because it was 0.03 pounds away from 5. But still, that's a pretty good fish. Really, that's a good fish anywhere, just depending on where you live, honestly. Like, I live in Tennessee, and a giant is considered about 6 pounds or so. Cali. Yo, OLL Lunkers, what's up? W, thanks for coming to watch. I'm using jerkbaits right now. Trying to catch a big one. But this spring is about to be crazy, because I might have made a mistake, or it might have been the best purchase of my life. I spent $200 on big glide baits. Like, we're talking like 5 to 7 inch glide baits. I got a draw, I got a trick shad, I got a shad, and we're gonna be throwing those baits a whole lot, trying to catch. I'm hoping for a 10-pounder. Now, I have one spot specifically that does have 10-pounders confirmed, and everyone that I've talked to that fishes there has basically caught a 10-pounder. And so we're gonna be fishing big glide baits, hoping that these fish have not seen any of these like bigger glide baits, because they're so intimidating. And hopefully we're gonna be able to catch a giant. That's my goal, hopefully this spring. And so stay tuned, y'all. It's gonna be insane. I've actually about to have to go. I'm gonna give her a few more casts right here. Alright, I think I'm about to leave, but thank you all so much for watching the stream. If you're still in here, go ahead and like, and remember, I'm gonna have some long form content coming here soon, hoping to catch a 10-pounder this year. That'd be absolutely insane. Be sure to like, comment if you would, and also, why not go ahead and leave your favorite lure for like pre-spawn, spawn, overall just spring bass fishing down below. I'm curious to see what it is. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one.